Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the skies. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga gon' bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up. Jay, bitch, I'm rolling up. Bitch, I'm burning up. Jay, I ain't showing up. Jay. They like country need another one. They like country need another one. Quasi going crazy. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, bout to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the sky. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga gon' bust it down. Tryna count the money, damn homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit, it was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up, do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up, do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up, they don't wanna smoke, I'm in my bag, bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business, ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act, a bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up, now they say they want that country shit, okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy, I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, but it just turn me up. Okay, turn me up, Jay. Okay, turn me up. Jay, bitch, I'm rolling up. Bitch, I'm burning up. Jay, I ain't showing up. Jay.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy Ted. I'm back again with another live on game day, guys. And today's live is going to be on starts and sits, questions and answers, guys. So I got you right now, guys. We're trying to get these fantasy football championships. So I want to prepare you for fantasy football championships. And what that means is this is the end of the quadrant. So the new quadrant that we're going in, we got to start using some of these players that we've been stashing, that we've been seeing breaking out. So, guys, if you got any questions before the game, I know a lot of you watching the game right now. I'm actually hearing in the other room. So if you want to let me know, say, TD, this guy just boom. B. John Robinson went for a 30-yard run. Calvin really scored another touchdown. Let me know, guys. Let me know. So while I'm letting the chat build up a little bit, we're going to talk about some of the starts and sits that I talked about earlier for this week. Let me see here. Okay. Let me see who in the chat already, though. Let me show some love. Samuel, what's up, bro? Always showing love, bro. What's going on with you, man? Good morning. Good morning, bro. Bibbs in the house. He says, got this stream on while in the gym. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully that music motivated you. And Samuel says, traded Justin Fields for Nico Collins and Roshan Johnson. I like that. I think that's a decent trade. Did I win? And I got Lamar Jackson as quarterback. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was a good move, bro. Good move. Brian in the house. Yes, sir. One of the members in the house. He says, bro, good morning. Good morning to you, bro. Yes, sir. Jack says, start Dalvin Cook, Hunt, or Spears. Down bad this week. Star Hunt, bro. It's between Hunt and Spears. I like Spears too, but Derrick Henry makes me a little bit nervous before he gets full control. So I'm going to say go with Hunt over Cook. Brian says start Lamar or Richardson. Bruh, you shouldn't have to make that decision, but I'm going to go with Richardson today. And it's not because Lamar is not going to do so. If Lamar go for 40 points, 50 points, I'm not wrong, and I'm not trying to tell you something. I don't have to be wrong, but these are two great quarterbacks. That's like saying, do I start Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen? Both of them, right? So that's what this is, man. So I'm going to say Richardson just because of the matchup, but not because Richardson is better than Lamar. Let me see. Samuel says, hurting on RBs, full PPR. Should I start Sanders, hurting, don't trust. Okay, Rashard White, Temple, or Roschon Johnson. Okay, they said Miles Sanders is playing. They say Miles Sanders is playing. Rashard White is playing one of the best run defenses in the game. Running the best run defenses in the game. Roschon Johnson got a good matchup, but he's not getting total work. I'm gonna go with Miles Sanders. Then I'm gonna say Rashard Johnson. Then I'm gonna say Rashard White. So I think Miles Sanders is the best start today. Zach Miles, what's going on, bro? He says Palmer or Connor. I'm going with Connor, bro. You can't sit Connor. He's a starting running back that's getting all the work. Even though Josh Palmer has a nice matchup, you got to go with Connor. D-Lion, he says, what's popping? What's popping, bro? Damon says half-point PPR, Tutu or George Pickens, second wide receiver. Let me see here. I think I'm going to say George Pickens, bro, but I want to make sure. What did I got down here for these guys? Let me see. Let me see here. Yeah, bro, I'm going to go with George Pickens. I'm going with George Pickens. Now, listen, Tutu is getting more catches than George Pickens, but George Pickens has touchdown upside. So I'm going to go with George Pickens, bro. Yes, sir. George Pickens all day. D-Lion says, I just joined. I was like number 6. Okay, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Free Smoke, what up? What up, bro? D-Lion says, always nice to wake up and see notifications of Trevor Torelli duo points. Yes, sir. He says, Tutu, 30-point, 40-point. Tutu, 30.40. I like Tutu this week, but I can't tell you to play him in a half-point PPR over George Pickens, who's the number 1 wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, with Deontay Johnson being out. But I do love Tutu. Just because I love a guy and I want him to boom, I can't tell you to play guys over guys that are must-starts. And George Pickens is a must-start this week. Let me see something. I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Yeah. So yeah, man, you gotta go with George Pickens, bro. I just want to make sure. The Texans defense is not bad, man, but you got to go with George Pickens because I just don't believe that Pat Freiermuth and Calvin Austin is going to be able to have more opportunities than George Pickens. George Pickens probably going to get 10 targets this game. Sam said, should I consider trading for the Browns defense? I have the Jets defense. Also, I have 5 wide receivers and could probably drop one if needed. If you want to, bro, I would say you got a good defense. I would just sit back with the Jets defense and just ride out with them because they're going to be good. They just going to do some tough matchups. I mean, they're playing some really good offenses right now. And I also got Zach Wilson. But if you want to go and try to get the number 1 defense right now and you got wide receivers to spare, then yeah, I would do that. New member for the month. Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you. Member for 1 month. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Always showing support to the channel. Yes, sir. Let me see where we at. So yeah, bro, I would say I would keep the Jets, but if you want to do that, man, if you feel better with the Cleveland defense, do what you need to do, man. I always tell guys, play fantasy the way you need to play fantasy because that's what makes it fun. You know, so the Cleveland defense is really, really good. They upper echelon. So making that move, bro, I get it, but I think you splitting hairs here. I think the Jets gonna end up being top 5 too. So what is the Cleveland defense really, really gonna help you? Go look at their fantasy football playoffs, week 15 to week 17, and that could tell you if that should make a big difference. Thank you, Sam. D-Lion says, hey, this Toy Story thing, whack. I bet it is, bro. I bet it is. I wouldn't. Nah. Nope. I'm watching real football. I'm not there yet. Maybe my son will watch something like that. I'm not watching that. Brian says, Roschon or Hunt? Bro, that's a great question. I'm going to go with Hunt. I got to go with Hunt today. Roschon is still Khalil Herbert, still getting carries. So I'm going to go with Hunt today. Even though they got a tough matchup against Baltimore. Hunt, I still feel like can get a goal line opportunity. Black Bank says need two. Flowers, Devontae Smith, DJ Moore, Rashee Rice. I'm going Devontae Smith and Flowers. Devontae Smith and Flowers. Will, he says, who should I start in the flex? Adam Thielen, Devon Achane, Isaiah Pacheco, or Josh Palmer? I'm going to go with Joshua Palmer over Devon Achane and Adam Thielen. Now, listen, if you went out and spent a bunch of waiver wire money or waiver priority on Devon Achane, then you play him. You got no other choice but to play him. But to me, I'm holding off on Devon Achane. I got Devon Achane in a couple leagues where I'm not really worried about playing him because I got a lot of good other players like running backs. But if I had spent the waiver priority on him or a bunch of fab, I'm playing him. So I would say Devon Achane, if you went and accumulated him last week, then you play him over Josh Palmer and Adam Thielen. Viv says, you think we see Joe Burrow step up against the Titans? Yes. I think he plays okay. I don't think it's going to be what you expect him to do, like an old school Joe Burrow, but I think he will be fine. So if you got Joe Burrow and you don't have a better quarterback, I wouldn't play Dak Prescott over him or anybody like that. I would go ahead and just roll Joe Burrow out there. But I'm playing Tua and AR and Lamar, all those guys over Joe. But his calf may still be hurting. Yes, and his calf, he's still not 100%. Mr. Fantasy, he says Riddler needs to go. Banking on Heineke to start. Only reason I'm keeping London. I got you. I understand that. Yeah, he's not playing good. They probably will put Heineke in eventually. They will be doing that. Because he's not right now. By what you telling me, he's probably not playing good tonight or today, right now. So yeah, Heineke probably gonna be the starter eventually. Will Hayes says, I drafted him. Got you. Okay, you drafted him. So if you drafted him, bruh, I would still tell you to go ahead and play him because Joshua Palmer is not a must start. He's a good start. I think he's going to do better than Devon, but I still like the upside. It's just Devon Achane might give you 6 or 7 points. So you got to be ready for that. You got to be okay with that. Daniel says, no YouTubers delivering content like you. Need more on a weekly basis. Got you, bruh. Got you. I will be trying. Guys, I got 2 jobs. So that's why I can't really do. Man, if I did this full time, I could be going live about 4 or 5 times a day. Just dropping content, asking questions. I'll be going live probably every single day. But I have another job, so I can't do it. But as my channel grow and I'll be able to lead that other job, I'll be doing more content on here. So I appreciate you, bruh. Arthur says, always good content. Thank you, bruh. Thank you. Samuel says, Jags whooping Atlanta. What's the score? And Viv says, I got Stafford and CJ Stroud. Staff not throwing TDs, but looks good. And CJ looks the real deal. Burrow got the Chase and Higgins. I got Stafford and CJ Stroud. I'm probably going Stafford over CJ Stroud this week because of Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is not a bad defense. They get turnovers. So he's still a rookie. So I will go Stafford. This team plays through Stafford. He has to usually throw touchdowns for them to win. So I would say Stafford. He has the safest floor, but CJ has that boom. 17-0. Wow. Yeah, this game is probably already over. All right, so guys, I'm going to talk about some starts and sits, some key starts and sits today. Guys, for the Commanders, if you got Brian Robinson and you don't have any other running backs, you can start him, but lower your expectations. He's playing the best run game in the best run defense in the game. The Eagles' defense is right. They're going to be shutting that run game down. So I'm not telling you to go play Antonio Gibson because I'm not. I got a lot of Antonio Gibson. I'm not playing him. But could you? You could. But they're going to be shutting Brian Robinson down. That defense is right. Those D tackles are killer. They played together in college. Let me see. The Rams and Colts. I'm starting everybody from the Rams. You go ahead and start everybody from Matthew Stafford, Kyron Williams, Tutu, and Puka. Tyler Higbee has a little bit of a nagging injury, so you lower your expectations on him. Coach, you starting Anthony Richardson, Zach Moss, Michael Pittman. You starting those guys. Black Bank says Richardson's or Fields. I'm going Richardson all day. That's easy. Richardson all day. So yes, I'm starting Zach Moss, Michael Pittman, Anthony Richardson. I'm not starting Alec Pierce. And if you need to start Colin Granson, you can, but that's a long shot guy. It's just a streamable tight end. Some of you stream tight ends every week. Ravens, Browns. Ravens, I'm rolling my guys out there. I know a lot of people are nervous about Zay Flowers, but Odell and Rashard Bateman is not playing. So who else would I start, right? So I'm starting Zay Flowers, I'm starting Mark Andrews, and I'm starting Lamar. Gus Ellis is up to you. If you don't have any better running backs to start, you can start him, but he's not an ideal start because that Cleveland defense is like that. Browns, Deshaun Watson arm or his shoulder is messed up a little bit. So if you got another bench quarterback that's high, like that's really good, then you can go and play somebody instead of Deshaun Watson. Other than that, don't get super cute. Don't get super cute and go and play somebody off the waivers. But like Matthew Stafford, I would play Matthew Stafford over Deshaun Watson because they say they're saying there's a lot of he's not practicing a lot. So they're trying to conserve that shoulder. So whatever it is, makes me a little bit nervous. Maury Cooper, if Deshaun Watson plays, I'm probably go ahead and play Amari Cooper, which Deshaun Watson probably isn't going to play, but I'm going to go ahead and play Amari Cooper. And if you got Jerome Ford and you don't have a better running back, then you have to start him. Kareem Hunt, the same thing. It's a lot. It's hard out here for running backs. So if you got Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford, you probably got to start those guys because not a lot of options out there. Now, if I got a top running back, I'm starting Dameon Pierce over Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford. Vikings, Panthers, Vikings. I think the Vikings gonna show out. If you in DFS, guys, this is one of my DFS plays. I'm playing Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. We all know about Justin Jefferson, but I'm playing Kirk Cousins. Jordan Addison, I like Jordan Addison. And in some leagues, if you need to, you're in a deep league with 3 wide receivers with 16 teams or 14 teams, you can play KJ Osborne. You can play KJ Osborne, but he's a long shot play, right? You don't have to play him. But Jordan Addison, you need to try to get him on the field today. TJ Hawkinson, that's easy. And that's a guy that I said earlier in the offseason that I didn't want, but he looks like he's that guy. Like he's a really good tight end for fantasy. And for Panthers, I'm not starting Bryce Young. I'm starting Adam Thielen and Miles Sanders, and that's it. I'm the only guys that I'm starting on that team. DJ Chark the do-do-do. You can play DJ Chark the do-do-do. I actually got him for a sleeper today. So you can play DJ Chark the do-do-do. He ain't a must-start, though. Let me see. Samuel says, crazy question. Fields or Lamar? Cleveland for real. I'm still going Lamar. I'm not playing no Fields over Lamar. I'm starting Lamar. If you got Lamar on your team, you got to start. You got to start him. I know some of you make those type of decisions. I think it's going to backfire on you one day. You're going to keep doing it, then you're going to hate it. You might miss the playoffs on a play where you tried to go with a matchup and you sit your stud and he went off, even though he had a tough matchup. So I'm saying Lamar. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Zach, he said, should I trade Dameon Pierce for Ayuk? Yes. If you need a wide receiver, trade Dameon Pierce for Ayuk. I love Ayuk. Ayuk is going to have a breakout season this year. Black Bank says, Breeze, Hall, Cook, or Swift at running back. I'm going to go with Swift against that Washington front. I'm going with Swift, Cook, and now if that's James Cook, you got to play James Cook. I don't know if that's Dalvin Cook. If that's James Cook, you got to play James Cook over those two guys. I'm playing James Cook over Swift and Breeze Hall, even though those are really good plays. Ski, what's going on? I'm going to call you Ski, bro. Hopefully I ain't killing your name. He says DJ Moore or DeAndre Hopkins, please and thank you. Anytime. I'm going, let me see. The Titans. That Bengals defense is really good. That secondary is decent. They got a good secondary. I'm going to go with DJ Moore today because of the matchup. Because of the Broncos struggling, I'm going with DJ Moore. I hate sitting D-Hop, but it just don't look good with Ryan Tannehill. They could go off today, right? It's D-Hop. Roschon or Quentin Johnson? I'm probably going to go with Roschon. I need to see something from Quentin Johnson. He hasn't looked good, not one game. So I'm going to go with Roschon. I think Quentin Johnson, if he get going, I think he could be a really good wide receiver for you in fantasy, especially with Mike Williams going down. But right now, bro, he hasn't showed me anything. So I got to go with Roschon. Silence. He says, for those in IDP settings, IDP gyms going forward, start all and any outside linebackers against Atlanta. I got you. Thank you for telling me that, brother. I play in a lot of IDP leagues. Daniel Jones or Jameis Winston? I'm going with Daniel Jones. Is Jameis Winston going to play? Are they going to sit Derek Carr? Are they going to sit Derek Carr? Really? I'm going with Daniel Jones. Viv says Pacheco or Ford. I'm going with Ford. I don't like either one because Pacheco don't get those goal line honey touches all the time. So I'm going to go with Ford because this is going to be a run game. They're going to be running the ball a lot. Might not get a lot of positivity, but I think they're going to run the ball a lot, especially with Deshaun Watson's arm. And then if they start a backup, they're still going to run the ball. Have PPR. Pacheco matchup looks better than Ford, but Ford is a workhorse. I agree. That's why I don't want you to start Pacheco and he don't get a goal line carry. I hope he does. But, this is Kansas City. This is Pat Mahomes' team. He's the goal line honey touch guy. They're going to make sure he throw for a touchdown or Travis Kelce. So I'm going to say Ford, bro, just because I'm worried about Pacheco getting an opportunity. Samuel says, click those likes, people. Run it up. Let's get the likes up, guys. D-Lion says, Titans, Burke is out. Yeah. Does that change your mind with D-Hop? No, not really. I like Westbrook-Akina. I've been playing Westbrook-Akina in a couple leagues, but I'm still worried about the Titans, man. I'm still worried about the Titans. Let me see. You can play D-Hop, man, but I wouldn't play him. I would try to go with DJ Moore with that matchup. If you can't play DJ Moore in this matchup, I don't know when you're going to be able to play him. That's the point. So I don't want to tell you to sit DJ Moore just because Justin Fields has been playing garbage. When this is if you're going to play Justin Fields or DJ Moore, this is the time to do it. Sammy, what's going on, Sammy? She says, new to half-point PPR fantasy this season and appreciate your detailed insight. Thank you. Thoughts on best starters between Cam Akers, Javonte Williams, Kyron Williams, and Alexander Madison. So, if that's Javonte Williams, he's coming off a knee injury, but he's been looking good. That's why I haven't been hard. I picked up a lot of Samaje Perine, which is the backup. And I'm not high on him anymore. I'm moving off of him because Javonte Williams' knee is getting better, and he looks better and better each game. They have a real good matchup, too. Let me see. Let's see what the rankings is on this matchup. So, actually, I think the Bears is 30th in the run. So, I'm taking Javonte Williams, even though this offense, the offense haven't played bad. It's just that defense. I don't think the Bears blows them out where you can't use Javonte. So Javonte should have a rushing touchdown today. And if any of y'all play underdog, I would take that Javonte Williams rushing touchdown today. You said who else? So, yeah, and Kyron Williams. Now, listen, Kyron Williams is getting 100% of the carries. Nobody's going to ever take any carries from him. But Javonte Williams is a goal line honey touch back. Kyron Williams in half-point PPR is not as good. He catches a lot of passes. So that's why I'm telling you to go with Javonte over Kyron, even though Kyron's getting all the touches. But in full PPR, it would probably be Kyron. But in half PPR, I'm going to go with Javonte. Javonte catch passes too. Alexander Madison and Cam Akers are going to vulture each other. Both of these guys are in competition for snaps and targets. So I would kind of just wait off a couple games before I make a play on these guys if you got players like Javonte Williams and Kyron. So I'm going with Javonte Williams. That's a great question, Sammy. Appreciate you being here. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, guys. This is cutting-edge content. Cam, what's going on? He says, Thielen or Higgins? I got to go with Higgins. Now, listen, I'm not a big fan of Higgins, but I'm not going to tell you this to sit Higgins just because I'm not a big fan of him. I never drafted him. But you have to play him. He's one of the top number 2 wide receivers as far as in target ratio. So he's going to get a lot of targets. Thielen is the number 1 on his team. But Bryce Young is a young quarterback, and it just don't look as good. If Andy Dalton was playing, I would probably tell you to play Thielen, but I'm going to go with Higgins because of his draft capital. He's like a round 2, round 3. Adam Thielen is a round 7, round 8 wide receiver. Brian 360 says Justin Herbert or Kirk. Woo, that's tough. That is tough. I think I'm going to say Kirk because of the Panthers' passing defense. But Justin Herbert's been delivering the ball. He only has Keenan Allen. That worries me a little bit. Listen, it's tomato. Both of these guys are really, really good. But if you ask me to pick off the hair off of my chinny chin chin, I'm going to go with Kirk just because of the matchup. Viv says, appreciate you always, fam. You know it, bruh. You know it. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Mr. Fantasy Everything says Deshaun Watson's out for week 4. Okay, so that changes up some things. If you got a Cleveland running back, I might will come off of him now. If you got a better play. Thank you for letting me know that, Mr. Fantasy, because I can't check everything right now while I'm on the live. The defense is they coming out in the box. They not going to be scared of Dorian Thompson or any other of those quarterbacks. I think it's going to be Dorian Thompson. So Amari Cooper, you can sit him if you need to. You can sit Amari Cooper and go to another pivot, and you can also sit those Cleveland running backs. So, guys, if you need to re-ask the question, put it back in the comments because now things have changed. Even with Deshaun Watson, even if something was wrong with him, the defense still going to back up because he can't hit you with a deep ball. He's done it the last 2 to 3 weeks with Amari Cooper. So now that Ravens defense is going to come up in that box, and they're going to try to stop Ford and Kareem Hunt. So maybe you need to pivot and get off that team. This looks like a Baltimore game. And look, it might be close because Cleveland defense is good. Maybe you still might have to play for it because you don't have anything better. But Deshaun Watson out the game changes up a lot. Thank you, bro. That's great information. Conscious Machine say it's time once again. Yes, sir. Stacy, what's going on, girl? She says, yo, happy Sunday. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the OnlyFans. If you want the best shot at winning, trust me. Thank you, Stacy. I got Stacy to a championship last year, and I hope she don't mind, but I always have to pivot off of that. So I helped her get to a championship. Her team was almost out of the playoffs, but she won like 2 out of the last 3 games, got in, and went to the championship. Now, she lost in the championship, but that guy had a killer team. He had like Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson. He had a killer team. Bryant 360 says, for my flex, Javonte Williams, Tutu, or Lockett. If it's full PPR, I'm going Tutu. If it's half point PPR, I'm going Javonte Williams. Those are really good plays. I like Tyler Lockett, but the Giants' pass defense is not that bad. They actually pretty decent. So I love Tutu. That matchup is really good for them, I believe. They play a lot of zone coverage now. The coach does, but I still believe Tutu is going to find ways to get open. But half point PPR, I would say Javonte Williams. And full PPR, I'm going with Tutu. Adam says, yo, Derrick Henry, Zach Moss, Josh Jacobs, who do you like rest of the season the most? So for the rest of the season, I like Derrick Henry if he stays healthy. For the rest of the season, let's talking about the 4th quadrant. This is to help you win a fantasy football championship. And Josh Jacobs and then Zach Moss. Now, if Jonathan Taylor gets traded, then Zach Moss will still be good, but I can't put him over Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs. So I'm going to rank these guys for you. For the rest of the season, to win a fantasy championship for the 4th quadrant, which means week 5 through week 15 through week 17, it's going to be Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, and then Zach Moss. But Zach Moss, if Jonathan Taylor goes to another team, then Zach Moss could be tied for Josh Jacobs because Zach Moss looks good. I have to give him credit right now. Viv says, been supporting the channel now for 3 years. You have, bro. Smash that like button. Much love from Toronto, bro. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Vibs. Okay, so let me see if anything else. So, yeah, I broke the Cleveland game down already for you. Titans, guys, like I said, Treylon Burks is out. But the Bengals pass defense is good. I think they top 10, if I'm not mistaken. You can vet me on that. You can go to Google and vet me on that. But I think that pass defense is top 12. So to me, I would, if I could, and I had a better play like DJ Moore, I probably would go with DJ Moore just for this week because DJ Moore has a good matchup. If DJ Moore can't ball this week, then you're not going to never really be able to play him. You're not going to know when to play him. So this is the week to play DJ Moore if you're going to play DJ Moore. That's the only reason why I said sit D-Hop. But just don't sit D-Hop for chopped liver. Make sure that it's a player with a really good matchup. So if you got Amari Cooper and you got D-Hop, I'm going with D-Hop over Amari Cooper since Deshaun Watson is out. Sports Dog, what's going on, bro? He says, I'm glad you found it too, man. I love when people say that. It's hard for people to find my show sometimes. YouTube I ain't gonna say they suppress me, but I just ain't hit the front of the algorithms yet. He says, glad I found your show. I have an 18 PPR. Okay, 18. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. 18 leagues and 10-team leagues are tougher than 12 and 14-team leagues because you got to make decisions every week. You're going to have really good players all through your bench. And I hate that in fantasy because who knows what a guy going to do? And I feel like I play armchair quarterback every week when I'm like, I should have played this guy when I'm in like 10-team leagues. But he says that I need 2 wide receivers, Josh Palmer, Gabe Davis, Nico Collins, and Garrett Wilson. I'm going with Nico. And Josh Palmer. Let me see. Let me vet something on Josh Palmer real quick. Yeah. I'm going with Nico and Josh Palmer. Now, listen. Gabe Davis can get out there. I can't tell you to play Garrett Wilson. I don't want to sit Garrett Wilson, but you're in an 18 league. So you got to sit him. You can't play guys like that. But in the 12-team league, you ain't going to be able to sit no Garrett Wilson. But in your league, bro, I'm going to go with Nico and Josh Palmer, and I'm going to go with Josh Palmer over Gabe Davis. And the reason why is Josh Palmer is probably like the number 2 guy on this team right now because of Mike Williams' injury, and they have a really good matchup. They playing the Raiders. And the Raiders, to me, their pass defense is not that good. Gabe Davis is playing Miami. Miami pass defense is not that good, but I don't necessarily know if they need them. That's going to be targets going to James Cook, Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, and then hit you with a couple of Gabe Davis. Now, listen, I believe Gabe Davis will get deep today. He will get deep, but Josh Palmer, to me, has a better opportunity to get you a little bit more points in 4 PPR. So, bro, but if you want to go with Gabe Davis and Nico, it's nothing wrong with that. I can't chastise you for that. I cannot chastise you for going with Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis got more boom than Josh Palmer, but he also has a lower floor where he can give you 6 or 7 points, where I feel like Josh Palmer at least going to give you 10 points in a 4 PPR league. And he also has a better quarterback, which that doesn't matter. It's Josh Allen and Justin Herbert, but we're talking about for his fantasy purposes, the way they throwing the ball in the target share, in the attempts. Great question, though, Sports Dog. Samuel says, you think your Cowboys going to beat the Pats? I don't know. I told you, people, Dak Prescott, to me, is overrated. He's a solid starting quarterback. He's better than Ritter. You know, he's better than Ritter. He's better than a lot of guys. He's top 16 quarterback. So he is a starting quarterback in the NFL. But I'm worried. The Pats defense is good. Bill Belichick is good. I think they take CeeDee Lamb away and they take Tony Pollard away, and they make Michael Gallup and Jalen Tolbert and Jake Ferguson beat them. They're not going to let CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard beat them. And Dak Prescott's going to have to show them that he could throw the ball downfield to those other guys. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Sammy says, Brandon Cooks or Samaje Perine worth keeping on roster bench for a 4 PPR league. Listen, if you got Javonte Williams, you need to keep Samaje Perine. That's his handcuff. So Brandon Cooks, and that's another guy too for the Dak Prescott take. But I haven't seen anything out of Brandon Cooks. I'm not dropping him, but in your league, you could drop him. I'm not going to drop Samaje Perine for Brandon Cooks because Javonte Williams something could happen, and I want you to have his handcuff. So I would say keep Samaje Perine. But Brandon Cooks, if you can keep him and stash him, do it. Because he could have some good games, especially as the bye weeks come up. Adam says, one other question. You got, bro, you good. I'm going to be here for a while. He says, Najee, Damian Pierce, Brian Robinson, Roshan Warren, 4 PPR, start 2. I'm going to say Dameon Pierce, and Jalen Warren. Dameon Pierce and Jalen Warren, and it's close between Roschon and Dameon Pierce. I want to tell you Roschon, but Roschon, he's still splitting carries with Khalil Herbert. So I'm gonna say Dameon Pierce this week. Still, his defense run game is not that good, but they're not chopped liver either. Just because they play some really good backs, but they missing a lot of tackles too. So I'm gonna give Dameon Pierce another shot over Brian Robinson playing against the best run there. I'm not playing no Brian Robinson. Not against this defense. Najee, I can't trust him. He could get a touchdown today, but we can't trust that. Roschon is splitting carries again. He's coming up, but he's still splitting. And Warren is catching a lot of passes in PPR. So I'm going to say Dameon Pierce and Jalen Warren. CHB says, good morning, bro. Let's get it today. Which running back you should start? Jerome Ford or Pacheco? I'm going to go with Pacheco, man, but I don't feel great about it. I can't start Jerome Ford with Deshaun Watson out. So I'm going to go with Pacheco. Zach Seaman says, start Devon Achane over Amari Cooper because Deshaun Watson? Yes, I would do that now. I'm starting Devon Achane over. Now listen, Devon Achane might give you 8 points. Nobody should be disappointed in that. He's just a boom guy. He's a boom guy. If he take a carry to the crib, there you go. If he don't, he might get 8 or 9 carries, 10 carries with 8, 9, 10 points, right? Or maybe 12, 13 points. I just don't think he's going to cut into most goal line opportunities. Most of them still getting the honey touches. Now, if Mostert goes down, that's something different. Devon Achane is a top 5 guy if Mostert goes down. But if Mostert's still there, they're going to be splitting. And so Devon Achane, his ceiling goes down. Well, his ceiling's still there, but his floor goes down, way down. So I'm going to say the start Devon Achane over Amari Cooper. Now, listen, Amari Cooper could still have a good game. We know how it's a starting wide receiver. He's the number 1. So he's going to get hyper-targeted by Dorian Thompson. But that I'm not taking that chance. So I would say to start Devon Achane. It's too easy to start him now with the injury to Deshaun Watson. CHB said, is it time for Dotson to finally have a big game? I don't know. I ain't starting him to see. We just going to have to watch the game and see. I'm not going to put him in my lineup to figure it out. So I just think we need to watch and just see it first. Mr. G says, need to drop one, London, Dotson, or Tutu. It's probably going to have to be Dotson right now. And he might end up breaking out later in the season or maybe even this week. But I can't tell you to drop London. He's the number 1 on the team. Tyler Heineke could start next week, and I don't want you to have you didn't drop London and somebody pick him up. So I would say drop Dotson. I went in and over Tutu. Keep London in Tutu. Drop Dotson. Conscious Machine. He said, I'm so glad I just remembered I have considered that maybe your channel isn't hitting fantasy sports because your channel name has no space after the fantasy. It says fantasy good. Right. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I've seen a lot of stuff that got fantasy, but maybe so. Maybe I might think about putting a space in there. But right now, I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. That's a great comment, bro. I got to think about that. Conjure says, maybe if you add a space for people searching, we'll find your channel better due to computer search bullcrap. You might be right, bro. You might be right. That's a good point. I'm going to think about that. Viv says, you think Trooper Hubbard is a good stash? Yes, I love him. As Sanders handcuff, yes. He was smashing before when starting. Yes, I agree. That's a great move. Ed Texas, what up, TD? I've been watching your videos. Thank you, bro. The way you think you stand alone, you're the best uncut and real. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You hit on players about 98% of the time. Thank you, bro. Somebody finally, I say 75%. Because I be off on a few players. Like I've been off this year on TJ Hawkinson. I told people I wasn't drafting, and he's been playing really, really good. And AJ Dillon and Antonio Gibson. And if you want to say Daniel Jones right now, you can say that. But outside of that, I done smashed Tank Dale, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers. I mean, I've been smashing. Don't take Jackson Smith and Jig, bro. I've been killing. So thank you, Ed Tate, for that validation, bro. I really appreciate that. B. Zinski says, who do you like this week? Pickens, Flowers, Addison, PPR. Need to. Let me see. I'm going to go with the Steelers. So I'm going to go with the Pickens and Flowers. I like Addison, but I can't tell you to play him over Flowers and Pickens because he's not getting as many as targets, even though he has a good matchup. I'm going to still say Flowers and Pickens. Viv says, Watson not starting now. Yeah, he's out. And Samuel says, should I give Breida Giants some run against Seattle? Only if you ain't got nobody else, bro. Don't put him out there just to put him out there. If nobody else is good as a running back starting for your team, then you do it. But don't put him out there just to do it. D-Line, he says, Pittsburgh Steelers fan here. I've read the NFL game script. Najee, anytime touchdown plus 120. I like that. Now, listen, that's a bet. That's gambling. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I like that because Najee, they looking for Najee to get a goal line touch. And so I don't blame you, bro. That's a great pickup. It's only plus 120. That's showing you that they believe it's going to happen. Because if they didn't, it'd be like plus 220 or plus 300. So, bro, I like that. You know your stuff. Ed Tate says, are we stashing McKinney? He is on my wire. Not really, but if you need a running back to pick up, if you got Ford and you don't want to play Ford, or maybe even a lower tier running back, there's nothing wrong with picking McKinnon up, but don't go down with the ship. And what I mean is, don't be like, oh my God, why did he give me only 5 points? You got to be like, I don't care how many points he gave me. I'm telling y'all how, listen, basically my content is trying to get you the mental part of fantasy to overcome that barrier where you be like, well, who should I play? Don't be scared to play nobody. If you play them now, be ready for the results. It might not be good. But you don't do that a lot. But if you do that for one player, that's okay. I played Jalen Hyatt in a couple leagues when he gave me a 0, and I won in some, and some of it he cost me. But I was okay with it. I was ready to do that. And that's how I like to teach y'all, to go down with the ship, so to speak, where I don't care what happens. So if you want to play McKinney, you can't be worried about the outcome because you know that's very volatile. Zach says, Josh Palmer or Devon A-Chain. I'm going with Devon A-Chain, this one. It's just depending on your team, Zach. It depends on your team. Now, if you got some other really good players that you need to be having in, then I would tell you maybe play Josh Palmer. But I think you need to play Devon A-Chain. A-Chain. I like Josh Palmer. I actually think Josh Palmer is going to score more. If you put me in a corner and you ask me, say, well, who? You ain't going to come out this corner until you tell me who's going to win, who's going to have more fantasy points, Josh Palmer or Devon A-Chain. I probably would say Josh Palmer. But Devon A-Chain boom is so boomy. It's 30-point, 40-point boomy. So I'm going to say to go with Devon A-Chain. Viv says, with Watson out, still forward, they start or go Pacheco. I'm going to say go Pacheco now. Because of the Watson injury. Conscious Machine says, I kept hot for pick 73. Smash. Yes, I told you to do that too. Remember? I wasn't biased on that. I said, man, you need to keep hot for that pick 73. Now, listen, I separate what I believe from what real fantasy can be sometimes. I separate that. But I tell y'all what I think, then I tell you what the consensus is. And the consensus is not always wrong. Sometimes you got to be cutting edge just to get a boom like you had to do last week with Devon A-Chain. So, but that was a great move keeping hot. And I told you that, keep hot. That's too good of value. Even though I'm not big on hot, pick 73. Conscious Machine said, is Roshan ready to start over Nico or Pickens? No, I'm not starting Roshan over Nico or Pickens. 4 PPR, so I doubt it. Don't do that. Conscious Machine says, only 17 likes. Hit that thumbs up, folks. Yes, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, guys. Charlene, what's going on? She says, good morning, TD. Gus is on waiver wire. Should I pick him up? He has a hard schedule. The RB a lot hand to feed. There are a lot of hand to feed. Okay, so what I would say is if you got room on your team, you definitely need to stash him because that is a starting running back. Will I play him against Cleveland? Probably not. But I still like him. He got Lamar Jackson as his quarterback. They nervous. So that's going to always open up lanes for Gus Edwards. Don't matter who the defense is or who on defense. they got to respect Lamar Jackson. So that's going to open it up for Gus. That's why I love running backs on the Ravens. So I would definitely pick him up. Sports Dogger said again on 18 PPR, 2 flex spots. I have 2-2, Gabe Davis, Brian Robinson, or Ramondre Stevenson. I want to ask, do you prefer wide receivers or RBs for flex spots, or is it based more on matchup? I don't do matchups. So if it's 4 PPR, I'm probably going. It don't matter, man. It's the best player. I'm playing the best player. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna start a wide receiver just because it's PPR and there's a running back that's gonna get honey touches, right? So I'm not gonna start Tutu over David Montgomery because David Montgomery don't catch a lot of passes when David Montgomery is getting all the honey touches. So to me, bro, you gotta play the best player. Play the best player. When it's 4 PPR, play the best player. Now, half-point PPR and standard is a little bit different. You got to go to the running backs and half-point PPR and running and 4 PPR. I mean, no standard. And standard and half PPR, you have to go to the running backs because it's hard for wide receivers to score. You know, they might get 8 catches, but those 8 catches might not even matter. It might only be 4 points. But in 4 PPR, those 8 catches are 8 points, which is decent. It's really good. So in 4 PPR, bro, I'm just playing the best player. The best player. And he says flex 2. I have 2-2, Gabe Davis, Brian Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson. I'm going with 2-2 and Gabe Davis over Brian Robinson and Ramondre Stevenson. And listen, I don't want to tell you to sit Ramondre Stevenson, but he is playing the Cowboys. So I think Ramondre Stevenson is a safer play than Gabe Davis. Ramondre is going to be getting honey touches and he's going to be catching passes. I love Ramondre Stevenson. I'm buying low on Ramondre Stevenson. But Gabe Davis got a boom. He's playing against the Miami Dolphins, and that's going to be a high-scoring game. So you expect Gabe Davis to get a big play, and he should. And he should. But I don't want to tell you to sit with Ramondre Stevenson. So I'm going to give you a safe way to go down with the ship is 2-2 and Ramondre. If you want straight boom, you're trying to get the most points you can because sometimes you don't need that philosophy. Sometimes you just need to be a little bit safe. But if you're just trying to go boomy, then go 2-2 and Gabe. Samuel says Brian Robinson starting to go off. B. John Robinson starting to go off. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, B. John. I got B. John. And Itty Bitty, what's going on, Itty Bitty? He's 14-team half-point PPR. Breach Hall, Najee, Rashawn, DJ Moore, Dotson, Elijah Moore, Rice, need 1 flex. I'm going DJ Moore. I'm going DJ Moore in half-point PPR. He has touchdown upside. Over Breach Hall and Najee and Rashawn. Yep. I'm going to go with DJ Moore, bro. Conscious Machine says Drake London touchdown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. I need that. I got Drake London in the league. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me drink some of my coffee. Okay. Mr. Fantasy said Derek Carr starting week 4. Okay, Derek Carr starting. So, guys, I have Michael Thomas, and I'm so mad because Derek Carr don't feed Michael Thomas like I want. Not the way I think he should be getting fed. He's been getting a lot of targets. But, yeah, I kind of wanted James to come out there, but that's okay. I'm starting Alvin Kamara. Guys, buy low on Alvin Kamara. Buy low on Alvin Kamara. Now, I don't know. You might not be able to get him. If he boom this week, you might not be able to get him. If you can get him before the game starts, go do it. Charlie says, I have Monty, Walker, Akers, Herbert, Shaw, Dowdle. Who should I drop? I would say Dowdle. You could just sit pat and don't do it at all. Because, I'm not saying something can happen to Tony Pollard, but he's a smaller running back, and I know you want that handcuff. So, but you're definitely not dropping Sharp or Hubbard. Akers, you could, but Akers is pushing Madison. If Madison fumbles or has a bad game, Akers is probably going to be getting more carries and more opportunities or starting. But if you got to drop a guy, I would say Dowdle. B. Dixon says, sorry, I missed the answer. Need 2 Pickens, Addison, or Zay Flowers. I'm going to say Flowers and Pickens. Flowers and Pickens. I like Addison, but I still got to go with Flowers and Pickens because those are the number ones on their team. They are number ones. 18 likes. Thank you, guys. Hey, we need more likes. Let's get the likes up. We got 24 people in here. We need at least 22 likes. Charlene says, sorry, full PPR. No, you good? Yeah, Daddle's still the guy that I would drop. Go Longhorns. She love her Longhorns, guys. She loves some B. John and anybody from Longhorn. I guess she like Ricky Williams too, right? Colt McCoy, Rory Williams. Free Smoke says Pickens or Lamb. I'm going Pickens over Lamb. I'm going, and listen, you shouldn't be benching Lamb. You shouldn't be benching him. If you drafted a guy like Lamb, you got to play him. You got to play him. You got to, guys, your first and second round picks, if you don't trade them, you can't bench them. I don't play that way. You got to trade them or start them. Excuse me, guys. Silence says Cousins versus Richardson seems to be the quarterback starting debate for many. Who to start today? I think I'm going with Kirk Cousins. That's tough, too. I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins, but guess what? It's tomato. I feel like either way you go, you're okay. If you playing 4-point passing touchdowns, I'm going with Richardson. If you got 6-point passing touchdowns, I'm going with Kirk Cousins. That's the little difference in that. But I like Richardson. I like Cousins, but I'm going to go with Cousins because of Carolina, the matchup. Sports Dog 1000 says, thanks for the solid advice. I subscribe. What is your schedule so I can get advice on waiver pickups and stuff? So, bro, every day about 5 o'clock to 8, I'm delivering a video or I'm going live. So I'm gonna give it to you through a video or live. Friday might be the only day that I might not drop a video or live, but sometimes I still do it then. So Sundays is 10 o'clock to about 10 o'clock, 10:30. I'm going live, but I might move that up. I think I need to start going live on game days, probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock, because I feel like guys are, I don't know, I just feel like I'm being late to the party. So I'm gonna start going a little bit earlier on my lives as far as on Sundays. So it might be probably about 9:30. But yeah, bro, every day between 5 and 8 o'clock in the evening. TZ, he says, what up, TD? Debating Kyle Williams or DeAndre Swift. Projections going down for Swift and Boston Scott back. Kyle Williams getting all the carries, but going against the Coach D. Right. The Coach D they got a good run D. But in PPR, he catches a lot of passes and nobody else is taking them. Me, bro, I'm gonna ride the DeAndre Swift chain because he's balling. Either one is good, but I'm gonna go with DeAndre Swift, man, because he's playing so good. I don't think Kenneth Gainwell or Boston Scott. I don't even know if Boston Scott gonna get any carries today because DeAndre Swift looks that good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with DeAndre Swift. Charlene says drop down or pick up Gus. There you go. That's fine. B Grown, what's up, bro? He says have PPR. Pick one for flex. Pacheco, Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, or Elijah Moore. Pick one. Have PPR. Man, I don't want to tell you to go Nico over Zay. I'm going to tell you to go with Zay Flowers, bro. Even though it's half-point PPR, I'm going to tell you to go with Zay Flowers. There's no Odell Beckham, no Rashad Bateman. I'm going with Zay over. And then Pacheco, I can't tell you to go Pacheco. He doesn't have a good enough role for me to go over Zay. So I'm going to go with Zay, bro. But if you wanted to go with Nico, that's fine too. But it's between Zay and Nico. So I'm going to say Zay. Nifty, what's going on, bro? Part of he's a member of the channel, guys. Show him some support. Show him some love. He says start Dorian Thompson with Watson out. Bad quarterbacks available. If you ain't got no other quarterback, bro, you can do that. But I wouldn't do that. I would go with on the waiver wire and get C.J. Stroud or Matthew Stafford or somebody like that. I wouldn't start Dorian Thompson. He would have to show me. I just can't go down with it. Now, if you don't got any other quarterbacks and you have to go to the waiver wire and there's nobody out there, then play Dorian. Charlene says, do you worry about Hunter, Bate, running back? Hunter. Let me see. Hunter. Who is Hunter? Let me know who Hunter is, Charlene. Let me know who Hunter is. All right, guys. I guess I've been here for an hour now. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I'm gonna wait for this last question, though. This last question. Let me see if anything else I need to talk about. I think Jacoby Myers is a good start, even though Jimmy is out. I still think Jacoby Myers is a good start. The Gone Network says Tank Dell or Roshan Johnson standard. That's tough, man. I'm gonna go with Roshan. And I don't feel great about saying that. I feel like I could be wrong, but it's standard, right? And I'm not going to just tell you to go with a wide receiver who's a target machine, and he might have 8 catches for 64 yards. So that means he's only going to get 60, like 6 points. Where Johnson is going to be catching passes and running, so he's going to be getting running yards and receiving yards. So I'm going to say go with Roshan Johnson. That's a tough question, though, Gone Network. Nipsey says Pickett, Mayfield, and Young on waivers. I probably would pay Pickett over Dorian Thompson. I would play Pickett over Dorian Thompson. I would probably play all those guys over Dorian Thompson, to be honest. Now, listen, Dorian Thompson could hit. I just can't tell you to do that, bruh. I would tell you to play all those guys, but if you want me to rank those guys, I would rank them as in Pickett, Mayfield, Young. Pickett, Mayfield, Young, the way you got it on the screen. That's what I would say. Charlene says Baltimore running back, Hunter. Oh, okay. They got Hunter. Do you worry about Hunter, the bait running back for Baltimore running back? No, I don't. And hopefully I'm answering that question right. No, I'm not worried about him. Samuel says, I have Jaleel McLaughlin, Denver running back staff. Should I drop him? You can drop him. You can drop him. Now, he's going to get opportunities because he's fast. He's explosive. He's going to be using the pass game, but I don't think he's going to make a difference for fantasy. Not right now. Nifty says, I was thinking Young caused many D trash. Right. You could go with Young. And I would go with anybody else. I wouldn't go with Dorian Thompson. I think that's getting a little too cute. That's just me. Okay, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to get ready to get out of here. What's going on with the game? What's going on with the game right now? Let me see. Let me look at my phone. Let me see. Charlene said, do you worry about other Baltimore running back if I pick up Gus? No. No, those guys gonna catch a few passes, but I don't worry about them. I don't worry about the I know what's got Keaton Mitchell. I think it was Keaton Mitchell and also Justice Hill. No, I think Justice Hill and those guys will going to get some opportunities. Now, what I do worry about is if Gus is not getting it done, where they pick up Derrick Henry at the end of after they trying to trade, like if Tennessee try to trade Derrick Henry, do Baltimore pick him up? I do worry about that. I think they could pick up somebody like that. But I'm still going to play Gus Edwards when I can, right? If he going against a team and it ain't Cleveland, I'm playing Gus over Keaton Mitchell or Justice Hill because he's going to get all the goal line opportunities. But somebody could get, like Derrick Henry could get traded there. I do believe that. Samuel says 17-7 Atlanta. Thank you. Appreciate that. Country Machine says, thanks, TD. Anytime, bro. Thank you for letting me know, bro. That fantasy thing might be a consideration. Maybe I might need to think about that. Maybe that could be something. But it's a lot of, I'm going to look at other fantasy names. Because I know there's a Fantasy Pros, they got a space. There's the Fantasy Headliners. That's the fantasy footballers. And so maybe if they got a space in there, maybe I might make a space in mine. Maybe I do that. Stacy said 17-7 Jags up. Thank you. Thank you, Stacy. Fraud Modest, it says, peace, family. Ramondre Stevenson, James Cook. Does Ford come out of the flex for Zay Flowers? Yes. So I would say you need to have Ramondre Stevenson and James Cook, both of them playing. Yep, I would play both of those guys, and I would not, and I would play Zay Flowers over Ford. Stacy says 6 minutes left in the third. Thank you. Thank you. Charlene says, thanks. Good luck to your teams. Yep. Thank you. And Mr. Fester loves those underdogs betting posts you do. Thank you, bro. You see, I've been doing pretty good on them. I only missed one last night. And I think I had 3 out of 5 the other day. But that's only for the members. I only post that for the members. And Fraud Matter says, thank you. Peace. Anytime, bro. All right, guys, y'all be safe. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all have a blessed morning. Let's get these victories.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, Jay. Fresh to death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, about to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Hit my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I did a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the Braun on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they trying to finish me, but it just turn me up. Turn me up, yeah. I'm like Block Boy, look alive, look alive. I'm married to that money and I keep her by my side. They thought I wouldn't be shit, so why they face look so surprised. You ain't a real nigga, you just pussy in the skies. Whoa, yeah, look at a nigga now. When I put up to the jeweler, I'ma tell that nigga go and bust it down. Tryna count the money. Damn, homie, I done lost track of their mind. Turn me up, this that hot shit. It was kinda looking like a drought. I don't do this for the clout, bitch. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some bands on it. Okay, turn me up. Do your dance on it. She ain't tryna fuck unless you got some racks on it. Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act. A bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. Now they see I be that energy. I make them turn me up. Yeah, I know they tryna finish me, game, but it just turned me up.
Okay, turn me up, Jack. Okay, turn me up. Ha, Jack. Bitch, I'm rolling up.